Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Let's get into today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Stormy, Destiny, Carlos King, and generally some love and marriage updates. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And everyone, please like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Now let's get into it. I'm sure you guys have already seen and heard that Stormy and Destiny are coming back for the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I know we all felt like Stormy was coming back, but of course Destiny was new for some people. I kind of figured that she was going to be joining this season. But anyway, she's back, right? And what was interesting is that her buddy Stormy seems to be bigging her up in terms of in readiness for her arrival, right? So Stormy went on her story completely unprovoked to say this: random, but I'm waiting on at Destiny Payton to come through with this big D energy bad bish season loading. Okay. So when I saw that, I was like, I already know this season is about to be a madness, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. But then what Destiny then posted was say less. And then I was just like, okay, you guys are just playing. What it seems like is that they're going to be the new duo on this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, we know when Destiny was first introduced to us, it was a duo between Destiny and Mel, which was nice to see until Destiny jumped ship and now became a Mattel ally, right? Now, in terms of Stormy, I feel like this season may be them hanging out and all the cast members just like hanging out, like, and just excluding Mel from things. It's like a perfect example of when like you're no longer friends with someone and then they make it a point to link up with everyone that you're not cool with. It's just like every time you turn around, it's like, oh, my new bestie. And you're like, yo, you guys didn't even like each other. You guys didn't even like talk or anything. But all of a sudden, because I'm not cool with this person anymore, it's now like you guys are linking up and want to tag team. But to be honest, I've always said, if you feel the need to go and be friends with someone I'm no longer friends with, good luck, because there's a reason I'm no longer friends with them. And you gonna learn. It's only a matter of time. So I am sure that soon enough the whole alliance that they have will crumble. This is just in my opinion. At some point. They're not going to be friends like that forever. Let's not forget Tisha and Stormy kind of like connecting. I feel like in terms of because of their hate for Melody. This is my opinion, by the way. And all of a sudden now, like, they then had the issues that they had last season. Now I know they're back to being friends, but I'm sure they're going to fall out again at some point. So like, I'm not going to hold my breath for that at all. Now, the other thing that did come up was that Stormy was allegedly upset because the dress that she wore for the Love and Marriage cast photo was changed because it was so similar to Melody's dress. And I'm thinking, first of all, why are you wearing something that is so similar to this woman's dress to begin with? Let's be honest, Melody has worn something similar in the past. So how are you finna be choosing to be on a cast photo and then wear something that is similar to something she's already worn in the past? I just don't get that personally. I'm like, you should want to be different. You should want to stand on your own merit. Like, I've never understood when people sort of like want to live on other people's clout. All that kind of stuff has just never made sense to me. Why don't you want to form your own loyal fan base outside of this woman's fan base, outside of this woman's ideas? Like, stand on your own. It's giving you're coming across as another Tisha who is a copycat. We know Tisha likes to copy things and all of a sudden talk about being inspired from somewhere else. Like, so she ain't never gonna give credit no matter where she got the idea from. But what you're going to see is that idea recycled or copied completely, like she did with that return policy. I'm just saying. The other thing I want to say, shout out to Empress Radio. I was watching her video, and I didn't fully complete it. I'm going to go back and watch it. But I was watching her video and I saw that people were ripping Carlos King to shreds in the comment section. And I was like, do you know what? I quite enjoy watching or reading comments. So I was just like, do you know what? Let me go on his page and like pull out comments that interest me and we can go through it together because why not? So, to give a little bit of context, what Carlos King did was he posted a cast photo, and I'm going to show you guys the photo in a second. Here it is. And so, with this picture, at least you guys can see who is in the picture. You can see how Mattel is right next to Melody. And I was just like, okay, let's see what the comments is saying. And there are lots of things. So, of course, you get a mixture when you do these things. You get a mixture of people in the comments who are like, yes, this and that. So, I'm going to be fair and like get a bit of positive and negative so that you guys can see it. So, this person is saying, I will tune in, child, since you say it's given refreshed and renewed. I can't take the whole biffs anymore. Now, this is fair enough because this lady is actually giving a balanced comment. She's like, yo, I can't be taking the old shenanigans. And I feel the same way. I don't want no back and forth between Melody and Mattel. I don't want them to be in the same room. Can we like cut that out? Another person said, we don't want destiny. I'm like, you got that right. And that comment got like 773 likes. Like, people are not playing with destiny. I really hope she comes and brings it, because if not, people already don't like her and they're probably not going to change. So if she doesn't change and bring it, if she comes across hella dismissive, comes across hella cagey and secretive, secretive, yeah, that's how you pronounce the word. Nobody is going to want to interact with her. Fans are going to drag her. I hope she's ready for that, because I don't want nobody crying on social media talking about like the fans are dragging her. Anyways, you always get that one person. This person says, you ain't put Arian on, so I'm not watching. Mel has put this show in the trash and Arian will save it, and you know it. She's good TV. And Mattel said that's his woman. Why are you not showing his real life that includes her and his kids? I'm like, ma'am, are you a side chick? Are you a well-known mistress? Like, I just don't understand why anyone would be advocating for Arian to be on the show after the level of disrespect that she has shown continually towards Mel, towards the M&M kids, towards Mattel himself. So I don't really understand why anyone would be voting for her to be on the show to begin with. Now, you know one thing I love about the Love and Marriage Huntsville fans? They don't be playing. They will respond and call your ass out. This person said, if you want Arian's nasty, trashy, immature, home-wrecking self on the show, then how about you create one and put that demon on? As for the show that Mel created, I know that's right. I think I speak for the majority in saying her sorry tale does not need to be on anyone's show except for Iyanla Van Zandt. Now, I could not agree more. And I absolutely love this about like the fans of the show. I love that when someone is saying some dumb-ish, someone is there to call them out. Now, of course, you can have your opinions and stuff like that. I get that. But I just feel like to say that Mel has put the show in the trash and not Mattel, despite everything Mattel has done, is such a reach coming from you or anybody. And so I feel like that should not be tolerated. That should be called out for what it is. You're a male identified nasty mistress, in my opinion. At least that's what you're coming across as. You may be a perfectly respectable woman, but you saying that Mel has put the show in the trash and Arian will save it is insane. It is insane. So the man that was cheating did not put the show in the trash, but the one who was cheated on put the show in the trash. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, let's keep moving on. Someone said Destiny could have stayed home though. I'm like, another person said Destiny not impressed. She was a mean girl. I don't like how she did Mel next. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I feel you on all of that. She did come across as a mean girl. There was a point where she came across as a little bit likable when she was still friends with Mel, but that soon wore off and we began to see her for who she really is. Another person said, where is Kiki? She's good TV. I actually agree. You guys know I covered that the other day, and I talked about like Kiki potentially coming back on the show. I think she is entertaining. So yeah, they should bring Kiki back. And Kiki has not done anything that's worse than what other people have done on the show. So I agree that Kiki should be brought back. Um, Someone says Destiny is back to team up with Stormy against Melody. She probably won't open up about her own business. We shall see. Now, this is something that I actually agree with, because for me, I just don't understand the all of a sudden excitement. And then if we also talk about the fact that people have been coming for the millimeters, it just feels like they're trying to create or craft a story around Mel being hard to work with, around Mel's fans being making it hard, all that kind of stuff. And I personally do not like that. Now, another person said, hopefully Mel has a storyline outside of her divorce that happened 3 years ago. We don't want to see no ceremonies, no mention of Mattel. And how about she share her private life like y'all expect Destiny to, and don't tag me heathens, I don't respond. Well, I would like to see what the storyline would be about, and she's always had storylines outside of her divorce. Let's be honest, Mattel has been the one that's never really had any storylines, in my opinion, that has does not involve Mel. If anything, Mel don't be bringing Mattel up. He's the one that brings Mattel up. And having a name ceremony has nothing to do with Mattel, sir. Like, I just don't understand. Like, are you drunk? Like, what is. Anyways, let's move on. Another person said, yes, I knew she was coming back. We love Destiny. Who is we? Only 62 people liked it, girl. They no, but no. Mm-mm. And Diana Rose, shout out to Diana Rose, said almost nothing got leaked whilst filming the season. This will be an interesting one. She's right about it in the sense that yes, some things got leaked, right? Like the girls' trip, that kind of stuff. Like a few things slipped through the nets, but a lot of things did not come out. Um, the way last season we knew most of what was happening, right? So I think they did great on that, to be completely candid. And yeah, completely agree with Diana Rossi on that. Jamie Tyler from Love and Marriage DC said, let me dress Mattel Holt next time for his photo shoot. I'm like, yes, sir. You better do it, because at this rate, he's out here looking like a butler. This ain't working out. Like, somebody please dress Mattel Holt. Please, expeditiously, in the words of T.I. When I tell you, you know what got me, right, was when someone then responded to Jamie and said, yes, please, because them Dracula bow ties and that chin strap beard ain't cutting it. Please help him out. When I say oh, I chuckled. Oh my goodness. I could not believe it. Like anyone would type that. But yes, ma'am, whoever you are, I agree with you. Shout out to you, man. That entertained me. Thank you for making my evening. I will say that. Um, and of course, there were still a few more comments. I'm just conscious that this video is getting like long, so I'm going to just like end it here. But yeah, like let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. You guys know I like to continue the conversation in the chat, so let's cut it up in the chat and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.